live right now. All right. You hold it down. I can't hold it down much longer. All right, guys. We are live. It is a Saturday night. It is 10:24 Central Time on a Saturday night. Wanted to let you guys know that we are going to be having an auction Monday night, Tuesday night, and Wednesday night of this week. And that date will be March 8th, 9th, and 10th. And we just got back from Cleveland. We've been going through all this Playmobil stuff, the LGB trains, the die-cast cars, the Herpa cars, the Weeking cars, a lot of the Keebri stuff and the Vollmer stuff. Just a great big selection. And I don't know how many people, I don't know if we've got any that's watching right now, but you'll watch a recording of this maybe. And, we're going to be starting at a new time. We've got a lot of people on the East Coast that's watching. And a lot of times we'll go to 11 or 12 o'clock Central Time. So that puts in, 12 to 1 o'clock Eastern Time. And so we're going to start at 6, and that's going to help, people like Scott Klein and Pam and Evil Lenny and others that live on the East Coast, John McCormick over in Virginia. Going to help them maybe stay with us a little longer during our auction, because when we start at 7 here, it's done 8 o'clock their time, and they've got to get in there and get ready for bed and for work the next day. So we're going to try to help them out a little bit and see if that alleviates some of that problem. But guys, we've got a lineup just out of this world. We're going to be featuring Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday night. We're going to feature the LGB trains that we've got still in the box and the Playmobil stuff. I'm going to swing the camera around and we're going to show you right here the hey Lenny, but I'm going to keep spinning around there. There's Cornbread in him. That's what he usually does. He sets. But you can see the amount of stuff we've got there. But we'll go ahead and leave it there on that just for a minute. I'll get over on the other camera. How you doing tonight, Lenny? I'm fixing to call it a night. We've been separating this stuff, and we're hoping to have a great auction coming up Monday night, Tuesday night, and Wednesday night of this week. So I want to remind everybody of the new time, 6 o'clock Central Time. That's going to help the people on the East Coast a little bit better about getting in here with us. And then the folks on the West Coast, we stay a lot of times to 11, 12 o'clock, so that helps them out when they're tuning in. But this helps the East Coast folks out. Well, good. I'm glad you're doing good there, Lenny. But you can see the Playmobil items. Incredible. Yeah, exactly, Lenny. And I hope that helps out. Somebody suggested that the other night. It was after the auction. They came back, because you can comment after the auction in some of the other ones, and it'll pop up, and I'll go read that comment. And it was a suggestion to do that, and we decided to do that. So, hope everybody's had a great weekend so far. Ours has been full of work, and mine and India's trip to Cleveland was uneventful, in which that's good. That means, we didn't have any problems. We stayed all night up there after we got done loading. We were just super tired from leaving from the auction and getting up there, and stayed all night up there, and then drove back the next day. So ever since then, we've been sorting through these Playmobiles, and we've got probably over 200. And I know I'm talking to some people that's we got some new people that's wanting to join our auction. So I know I'm talking to some of you guys. We've got probably over 200 sealed in the box of the Playmobiles. Some of the, the nicer ones too. We've done some research on them, and then we got a ton that's loose. Lenny, we're in Scottsville, Kentucky. You've probably heard of Bowling Green, Kentucky, the home of the Western Kentucky University. We're about 25 miles south of Bowling Green and only about 60 miles north of Nashville. We're right on the Tennessee line in south central Kentucky in Allen County, county seat Scottsville, Kentucky. So we're sort of in the middle of things. But we have a lot of fun with our auctions, and we've got a lot of people. If I can remember their names now. Yeah, Mammoth Cave is a great place to go around the Cave City area up there. Super great area. You got a lot of sightseeing. There you can go on the ferry ride. I think it's the Green River. Go through the cave. There's all kind of caves up there in the Mammoth Cave area. Some are that's of course a national park. I guess that's what they call that. Then you got some private-owned caves up there that you can tour through. But it is awesome. I'm just a little claustrophobic. I don't like going down in them caverns and stuff. I don't like flying, and I don't like going down in the caverns. So we like staying right on the level ground. But as you're looking over some of the Playmobil stuff, we've got to see the loose stuff there. And Indy and the girls, they've been getting the dust off of them. Yeah. That was the heyday back then. I don't know if y'all went on down into Cave City, but they had wigwams, and they're still there. The wigwams where you'd stay all night. There was a wigwam motel. It had several big concrete wigwams where you could go in, and yeah, I think you still can, and spend the night or a week there. And they've not got. I think there's like 3 or 4 of them all over the United States, and that's it. I've always wanted to go sleep in the wigwam, but again, I'm claustrophobic. Have that ceiling cone up on you. But what I was saying a while ago, we've got several people that sent me text about joining. A nice lady, I think, in Pennsylvania, and another nice one in Michigan, and several others, and I can't think right now because I've not read my text. They're going to be joining us. They like the Playmobil stuff. And the thing about the Playmobils, we've been selling the... yeah, Lenny. That's cool. The thing that's cool about these Playmobils is that, people's gonna. It's really good for me because with the model building sets, Keybreeze and Volmers and things like that, you don't have a select few people that sort of get into that type stuff. But with the Playmobils, and I want to tell you something. These that are open here, I'm gonna show y'all one here. And this is one that was look at this. This is one that was open. Now, I don't know if you guys can see it. Let me go ahead and get on the other camera there. But this Playmobil stuff, I hit that button on top. And I guess it stops when it gets ready to stop. And this is one that was loose out of the box, and it's got the school kids in it and stuff, and the bus driver, as you can see. But this is really hard, tough plastic. And it's a lot of working parts on it and stuff, and I think you can actually lift on some of them. You can lift stuff out off of them. I know you could on the others, some of that stuff. But this is just so cool.
Some of the tops come off.
Yeah, and it's really tough. It reminds me of course, Tonka's made out of metal, but it reminds me of how tough Tonka's are. Trying to read the. But they're really, really nice. So I can understand why people buy them for their kids. And plus you've got adults that actually collect these things, and there's some hardcore collectors out there that collect these. And I can understand, why. Like I said, they're durable. So we've got a bunch of them. And plus the LGB trains, and we've got a bunch of coins. I've got the 40% Kennedy dollars. I've got the 40% Eisenhower dollars, silver dollars. I've got some silver proof sets and some other proof sets, some 1960 proof sets or uncirculated sets. I've got the first gear die-cast cars. So we're going to have quite an array of stuff. I've still got some of the pocket knives. We got some jewelry. So it's going to be not just Playmobil. When I say featured, it's going to take us a little while to move this, and I'm not going to just try to move it all in one auction or two auctions or three auctions. It's probably going to take 6 auctions, maybe longer, to move this stuff. And people that's not interested in, hey, what's going on, Hidden? We're just showing off the Playmobil stuff, Hidden, and I bet Hidden collects this stuff too. Look at there, Hidden. The Playmobil stuff. We've got die-cast cars, and we got coins, Hidden. I've got the proof sets, the uncirculated sets. Lenny, yeah, we did find a little gold. Let me take that back. India's got it at home, but yeah, we did find. Good to see you, Hidden. But we did find a little bit of gold in this unit, and I think it's some rings, maybe a bracelet or something like that. But we'll be including that in the auction. Good to see you too, Hidden. I just want to come on here and tell everybody about. Hidden loves the coins. I'll just tell you. But we've got old V nickels. Look here, Hidden. The 40% Eisenhower dollars. Let's show you this real quick. Hey, Shauna. Look at there, Hidden. Oh, what do you say now? But we're going to mix all this stuff in during the auction. The die-cast, the coins, the jewelry, the Playmobils, the LGB, and I'll probably have some other items, some electronics mixed in. So it's going to be a pretty dang good 3 nights of auction, and probably the 3 nights next week. Hey, Hidden, if you just tuned in, you too, Shauna. I done told Lindy and whoever else is watching, we're starting at 6 o'clock, and we're probably going to start doing Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday night auctions. And more so on Monday and Tuesday night. That gives Becky time to get everything ready, and then gives you people time to come in and pick up by the weekend. But we're going to start at 6, Hidden. That'll help you out, too, because I think Hidden's over on Eastern time, too. I don't know if Indianapolis may not do that.
They're on the same time.
Oh, they're an hour ahead.
They might be.
No, I'll let Hidden. Does Indiana? I don't know if they recognize the.
They're an hour ahead of us.
Yeah, I think they're an hour ahead. But we're going to start at 6, and that'll help you guys out and not have to be up so late. We're going to start at 6 from now on, and that should get everybody, help out the East Coast folks, the Eastern time folks. So remind everybody that you know that the auction will start on Monday night at 6. We're going to be doing Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday night. And you guys, we're going to have some new customers. I've been working that pretty hard. And Hidden being an IT guy, he knows when you start trying to do any kind of promotions or any kind of internet sharing and things like that, it's sometimes, it's just a lot of work put in it. And you may put hours and hours and just gain 1 or 2 customers. But you know what? They could wind up being like Hidden or Shauna there and just super great customers. All right. So we're going to start at 6 o'clock and go Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday night this week. And we're going to have other items that we're going to include. Oh, good deal, Shauna. But we're going to have those pins here. We got some 14 karat Go Tip pins. We got the old Schaefer pins, celluloid or Bakelite. We're going to be adding them into the mix. So just a lot of different things we're going to be adding into the mix. And I hope you guys tune in, and we'll have a lot of fun this week. I am wore out. I'm fixing to go to the house and get me some rest for tonight. But we've got a lot of this straightened out. Big thanks to Timmy for helping me today. And my grandson came in and helped me. I want to give them a big shout out. They got in here and worked really hard today. Bradley and Cornbread sitting over like, what'd we do?
No, Cornbread's going over like this.
What'd we do?
Go over and look
No,
at
Cornbread and Bradley, they got in there and helped us today too. And India's been, and the girls, they're really loving trying to get these all these Playmobiles that wasn't in the box. You know, they was just dusty where they was in storage and everything. So they've been home cleaning them and making them look just like almost brand new, because a lot of people, they don't really care about the box because they're going to set them up and play with them.
I forgot about somebody.
Who?
Little Bell's been over too.
Who? Oh, Lulabelle. Hey, Vanis. Vanis, I'm going to show you around a little bit, Vanis. Let me spin the camera around here.
Sounds like both.
Show you some of the stuff. Let me move this out of the way.
Yeah, both.
Show you some of the stuff we got done and lined up. Vanis, appreciate you helping us unload the other day also. But we've got it. Now, that is actually, hey, John McCormick, and everybody's going to love this stuff. You know, I told India, I said, I may not sell none of this. I may become a collector. Because the more I looked at this and I seen they're just, the Playmobil stuff is really durable. You know, it's not like some of the crap you get at different places where it's thin plastic. It's really a thick plastic, and they're really made well, and they're durable. But I'm going to go ahead and show y'all the lineup. And there's some of the ones that's loose that India and them have been working on, getting clean. And then over here is more of the, there's some of the Playmobil's big sets. And then the Herpa cars over there that's stacked up. And I tell y'all what, on these here, thank you, Vanis. On these right here, you remember all the Herpa cars that we sold, and the Weeking cars and Bush cars, the little miniature 187th? I think all of them that he had in the other unit, because I think those were just a lot of his duplicates. He had some better ones than this one. You know, we're talking about 57 Chevrolets and just some really cool ones that I've seen.
We got some motor. We got some motor trucks too.
Vanis is probably going to hit up on some of them too, and John McCormick May over there in Virginia.
Yeah, we got some.
John, we're going to be starting at 6, and Vanis, I'll tell you guys that. Yeah, Germany, I think it's where all they're made, and all this stuff that this guy had was made in Germany. The Herpas, the Weekings, the Bush, the Velmers, the Kibri, and these LGBs. You guys, I don't know if I can get the camera to show y'all that or not. Let me try to here. And that whole shelf is completely full. There's about 51 of them. So we're going to try to mix it all in. I've got a lot of nice coins and stuff. And I can't remember what the first gear. A lot of the first gear, a lot of it's out of the box, but it's nice Caterpillar stuff. It's just going to be a fun auction to do. And like I said, we'll throw some other items in. Besides the coins, and besides the knives, and besides the jewelry, and besides the Playmobil, and besides the die-cast cars and the Herpa cars, we'll throw some other items in throughout this week. Because I know everybody's not as excited as me and Vanis and Hidden and other people that's and Scott Klein and Bradley and Mike Newsom and Josh Nunez. For all of this. And I don't know if they collect the Playmobiles, but I can understand why adults actually collect this stuff. And I can understand why they get it for their kids, because it's durable and they're colorful and they're just fun. And you can put together, sets together and things like that. And they snap apart, and they got the little men with them and stuff. And I can imagine I think the manager up there, Mike, that we bought this unit at, he said, my granddaughter really likes them. And I gave him about 3 or 4 a stack of the Playmobil stuff. And I said, you give that to her, and I hope she has a fun time with it. He said she really loves it. So a lot of parents are just going to buy some of the boxes of stuff for their kids. So that's going to help us out a lot. And we won't be just dependent on 4 or 5 people that collects the stuff, but there'll be actually parents buying this stuff. So it's going to open up the market for us a lot. Yeah, Vanis, it was. It was well packed and well kept. Now some of the ones that were opening out of the packs and the older stuff that any of them's working on right now, they're going to be just like new too. So if the parents can't maybe afford to get one of the new ones in the box, they can get some of these out of the box. It's got the men and everything, and once your kids start playing with them, you're going to realize, hey, them are tough. Them are well made. So you guys got any questions that's watching right now on the units? We are going to be starting at 6 to help the folks on the East Coast out. We are going to be starting at 6 o'clock Central Time. It's going to be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday this week. And probably we're going to, I like sort of the first of the week. And you say, well, I ain't got no money the first of the week. Well, most people don't pick up till the end of the week anyway. Or you don't get your invoice until the end of the week, Friday or Saturday or something like that. So you got all week to pay. And so it's not going to, used to, I really liked having on Friday and Saturday because everybody had the money, but that's when I was actually live to where they paid me cash right then. I think there's a total of 6, Vanis, I think. Oh, I'm in the little small frame. There we go. Now you can see me better hidden. I'll prop my leg up. But, yeah, I think there's 5 or 6. And you can go to my Facebook page. I think I've got 2 different sets of pictures in 2 different posts. And you can see a lot of the stuff. And I've got a bunch of the hidden. You can go to my Facebook page once I get these uploaded. And you can see all the coins we got. And same thing with if you like the die cast and some of the jewelry. You guys, I'm worn out, but this is what it's all about. This is one of our better units. I think we're going to do real good at it. And the only thing that means is I'm going to have more of a cash flow to be able to go buy more units and find, more rare items, more collectible items, and things like that. Is that all right with everybody that's watching tonight? We're going to start at 6, and like I said, that'll really help the East Coast folks out a lot, so they won't have to stay up so late. Run for it. We've got upstairs here. My leg's itching. Hold on. Upstairs here, we've got the what was the Scottsville Antique Mall. We just leased this whole building, and we're turning it more. There's still some antiques, collectibles up there, but we leased some spots out up there, and there's several different vendors that are in there. Really good people. But I've got a lot of my stuff. And last night we packed a bunch of stuff up there, and
We'll be open at 1 o'clock.
And I told Diane, I said, just price it reasonable. Don't price it like it's in a museum. You price it reasonable, and folks will buy it. And so, I'm putting a lot of my items, because I've got totes after totes after totes, and we've done a lot of cleaning here. And I'm putting it up there because that stuff's sitting over there. If it's not in front of this camera, it's not getting sold. But at least it's going to have a chance to get sold up there. So we're going to be moving a lot of that up there, Ron. So if you come into Scottsville Antique Mall, a lot of that stuff up there is mine. So yes, and then during the summer months, starting in June the 15th or 16th, we'll be having our fireworks store right across the road here, Ron. And we done really good with that last year, really good. And we're looking actually to have one over at Bowling Green, Kentucky, for you folks over that way. My son Jeremiah is going to be running it over at Bowling Green, so we're going to try to do 2 of them. And that lasts for about 3 weeks, June 16th to July 4th. But it's a rough 3 weeks, because last year we still had our auctions, and we were still running that. And but I like it. I like being under the pressure. If I'm not under the pressure, I don't know if you guys ever sit around and think about this. Yeah, sure do. I don't know if you ever sit around and think about this though, but if you know when they had that lottery and it was up to like $900 million, almost $1 billion,
Good God.
I was sitting thinking, if I won that, what would be the challenge in? You wouldn't need to make no more money. I mean, you'd be under no pressure
I still come
whatsoever. So I sit around and think about that. When things are going really well, the money's flowing in and you're not having problems and there's no challenges, I thrive off of challenges. I mean, I just do. I feed off, I don't know if you guys are like that, but I feed off challenges. Sometimes when the cash flow is not available to buy a unit I want, or the cash flow is not available to try to get all the bills paid, I sort of just, I'm at my best when there's a challenge. I'm at my best when I'm really having to strive and to work to overcome that problem. And I don't know if I get that from my mom or my dad, but
if I won that, I'd
if
still come to
everything
work.
was just easy and an easy button, what fun would that be? And I know some of you sitting there, well, man, I don't want to have to go through a bunch of stuff. I want everything easy. No, you wouldn't. You wouldn't want everything just easy, easy. It wouldn't be no fun,
I'm proud to come to work.
because it's life. Yeah, John. That's what I was thinking. Somebody said, if you hit a really good unit and, you become just super rich or whatever, or win the lottery or whatever, we used to have auctions. And I thought about that when that lottery was so big. I thought, well, I'd still want to go around and buy storage units and I'd want to still do my auctions. That is true, Ron. And, I like things going, easy. But when there's a challenge, it just it lights a fire under you, and that's like our boys here in blue. I'm talking about the Kentucky Wildcats. They beat South Carolina today, and they've had an awful, awful, awful season. They've got the SEC tournament coming up next week, I think, and it's a new season, and they've got a challenge ahead of them. That year they went undefeated. They were just popping along, and then they got beat in the tournament. Just bam, and it was done. So this year they can have something to work for. It's just like a new season starting during the SEC tournament, and hopefully they'll win it and have an automatic berth in the NCAA tournament, and then make a pretty good run in that. That'd be just such a good story for our Kentucky Wildcats here in Kentucky. And so it's a challenge for them, and I hope they're up for it. And I'll tell you what, it's going to be, Vanis talked about this the other day, it's going to be a challenge moving all this Playmobil stuff and this train stuff. The other unit was a challenge too, but we got it done. So if I could just buy this stuff and then just turn it all into money, bam, be done with it, what'd be the fun in that? So anybody else got any questions, comments on our auctions that we have? And we're trying our best to do different things, and I know sometimes I say we're going to do this or that, and I procrastinate, and it's a little while and gets put on the back burner. But we try our best, and I've got to get this building completely cleaned up, because I'm looking forward to buying some, coming maybe over toward John's way in Virginia, or down North Carolina or Mississippi or Alabama, or back up there in Ohio, or over there next to Washington, D.C. Got a pretty good unit over there. Chattanooga and Atlanta, Georgia has been my two best place to buy storage units, and one at Bowling Green. I know it. And that's what somebody said, so they were saying today, well, people get bored with that, this or that. And, I'd love to find a unit with a lot of tools in it, because people have been wanting tools. Guys got to have their tools, and even some ladies got to have their tools. But I've not found them with the tools in it. And what was it last week? I bought 2 units, and it belonged to a church. So here Uncle Jed is selling church hymnals. He's selling stuff they had in their fellowship hall, trays and platters and things like that, just doing the best I can. And you do. When you get a unit that's got things in it, you run with it, And the good thing about it is, more than likely, I'll not run across. Of course, this is the 2 units. I've sold on the other one about a month and a half, and this is a sister unit. I'll probably not run into another unit that's got Playmobil or the LGB trains or Germany stuff a long, long time. But I'll run into a unit that's got other kind of stuff, either the collectibles or just some common stuff. And I don't mind selling common stuff that you guys can use in your everyday walk of life. And tools and things like that is a very important. I like finding tools.
You remember the Fiesta?
Now, when I see some buyers, bidders, when they see a toolbox in a unit, they'll just run it through the roof. I'm thinking tools don't do that good. I mean, they do decent, but they don't do that good to shoot that up there to that amount. All right, guys, I'm fixing to get off here if you ain't got no more comments or questions. But we appreciate y'all tuning in on a Saturday night. Why ain't y'all out on the town? Painting the town red. Is what the saying is? You guys ought to be out there just living it up. Maybe y'all, it's late though. So y'all, hopefully you took your ladies out and got them a good dinner tonight and enjoyed that. Yeah. And I've had fun with it. And this kind of stuff here, I didn't really know about Playmobil. I didn't know Walmart sells it or Amazon. I thought that's a German-made product. That's what this guy always bought. And but then I got to looking around, and a lot of people love that stuff. And I know why they do. It's durable, like I've said 3 times. And the LGB stuff and the building sets, I could see if I never could put model cars together. So I couldn't see myself putting some of these building sets together because I get frustrated. I ain't got the patience.
Hey, we'll see your keys and go start the truck.
So, yeah, start that up for me. What I do with the keys?
You leave them on the truck.
Yeah, you do that, and we'll take y'all out to dinner, or we'll have dinner at the house, or we'll grill out up here, or you come on tonight. We're having the auction. We'll have some fun.
Tell them about the antique mall being open tomorrow.
Ain't none of these guys gonna come to Antique Mall. They live 4 or 5 hours away. Cornbread.
There'll be people watching.
Cornbread's gonna open the Antique Mall for me tomorrow at 1 o'clock. We got the Dollar Shed up there and a lot of good vendors up there.
Cornbread's going home on the deal.
Yeah, and that's what this reminds me of. Of course, Tonka was made out of metal, but this is made. These things are made so durable. I was surprised at how well they were made. Not thin plastic. They're made very durable. And a lot of these that's played with are already 30 and 40 years old. That was out of the box. So they're durable. And they look just like they did when they came out of the box. Any of them cleaned them up, and they really do. We'll be in Pigeon Forge and around that area also, John, after the 4th of July and maybe sometime here in a month or so. But we'll be, we always go down there right after we get done selling fireworks and stuff and take some of that money and blow it. You can't take it with you. I mean, some people hoard it up, but you can't take it with you. We sold a lot of items here last year. I'm dreading doing my taxes because we sold a lot of items during the year, and we spent a lot of money. I mean, I like buying my kids stuff, and I like helping other people out. And, we like to eat out and have a good dinner, and we like to buy a lot of groceries at the house. So,
I get groceries tomorrow.
all right, Ron, that's cool. Ever up 81. I think we went down through, of course, Gatlinburg area, and then when we went to Sterling, Virginia, I think we went up 81. What's the name of that racetrack, the raceway down there? Yes, I did, John. I sure did. I joined some of those groups. And the only bad thing about some of them, John, they're over in Germany. And I didn't know it. So I'm posting about the auction. And these folks are sending me, trying to sign up for the auction, and we don't ship overseas or nothing. So I don't know what I'm going to do there, but but we did. I actually got two very nice. I think it's ladies. One in Pennsylvania, one in Michigan. That's already texted me their information, and they're going to be bidding on some of this Playmobil stuff. So that was a great idea, and I'm still going to share that a little bit more. But yeah, I think we ran 81 when we went to Sterling. Uh, I'm trying to think of that city that's got the big racetrack down there. I think part of it might be in Tennessee and part of it might be in Virginia. I can't remember the name of that, but I think we ran 81. So we was probably close by a run. But that was a great idea there to sign up for some of them groups. All right. I'm going to get off here. You guys have a great and wonderful night, and I'll see y'all. You know, Becky does pirate ship a lot. So they do international. I think I remember seeing that sign on the interstate. I think. It's been a while since we, well, it wasn't that long ago we went to Sterling. But Becky does that. You know, I'm going to have to check on that. The only problem I got is when we used to do a little shipping overseas is there was no way to track it. And if they've got me a way to track that, because, you know, you ship overseas, sometimes they'll say we never got it, or maybe somebody in customs can't ever tell about some of these. Bristol, there you go. We went through Bristol and ended up, I think, 81. But some of these, I had a guy sell a clock for like $900 from me on eBay one time, and the guy wound up saying he never got it. I don't know if it got held up in customs or what, but there was no way to track it, so we had to refund his money, and we lost a very expensive French clock. So we're just careful about sending overseas. Now, if we've got a way to track that package overseas internationally, we definitely would start shipping overseas. Yeah, Don, and they did. I had a friend of mine put it on this clock I had. It was a shell clock. Put it on eBay and got $900,000 out of it. And it sold it in France, and he shipped it over, and the guy never said he never got it. I mean, he paid the shipping, he paid the money, but of course, with no way of back then, I guess maybe they got a way of tracking it now, but you couldn't get tracking on it. And without tracking, when they file a case against you in PayPal, or say we never got it with eBay, the only thing you do is give a refund, and you have to just trust them that they never got it. But we got a way, where they would actually be able to sign for it. And, I'm not saying that person did it on reason, because you probably got some shady characters in some of these other countries. You got shady characters here, too, that would actually take a package. So that's why I like tracking and things here, like we do it. And that's the only reason I don't do international. John said, hello, cornbread.
How's it going, buddy?
And so if I can find a way, if Pirate Ship would actually, hey Kyle, if Pirate Ship would if they've got a way to track that, I certainly would try. There's a lot of friendly people that come on our show during the auction and say, do you ship to England? Do you ship to Italy? Do you ship to Greece or, Portugal or places like that? And they seem like really nice people and they want to bid on stuff. But I tell them no, because there's just not much of a way to track that item unless they've changed a lot. If I can find a way, to where they track it, and of course they've got to pay the custom fees on it. And a lot of times, when I used to sell on eBay years ago, they would say if I did, send it overseas, they'll say, could you put the value of it, if they gave $400 or $500 for an item, they say, could you put the value of it at 100? I'd say I can't do that. I'm sorry, because they'd have to pay such a ridiculous custom cost on it. And they always try that. I said, nope, I can't do that. I'm not going to, put that on that government document, United States Postal Service, to say, hey, they just paid 100 for it when they actually paid 500. That's not me. But Kyle, you join us late tomorrow. Monday night we're going to start at 6, Tuesday night 6, Wednesday night 3 big nights of auction. It's going to be some wild and crazy fun bidding, fun auction time. And the good thing about it, we're operating on about a 4 or 5 second lag with most people. So it's just like being at a live auction, an estate sale, and you know how fun they are. Oh, okay. Don, if you were Monday night, if you're on, simple start shipping international with simple export rate. The
Takes
cheapest.
them 1 to 3 weeks.
Remind us again, and I'll have Becky to write all that down Monday night if you don't care.
Let me take a picture of that.
No, Becky can write. Donna put that information back up there again. But yeah, it's going to be some fun times coming up. We're going to start at 6. Everybody's that helps the Eastern time folks out. Not have to stay up so late. And get us out of here maybe a little earlier too, which won't be too bad. But it'll start at 6 Central Time. So it ought to be 7 over there on the East Coast or the Eastern time zone for you guys. And you won't have to stay up so late. I had a suggestion from a girl the other day that did that. But I appreciate that, Don. I like that answer you gave me there. So we are going to start at 6. And we'll see how that works out. I think it'll work out well for a lot of people. Bradley and Cornbread keeps just standing behind me yawning, and Bradley's over about to fall asleep in the chair.
No, I'm watching the UFC fight.
Oh, he's watching a UFC fight. Boy, he's awake.
I'm awake too. All right, let's get this done.
Get what done, Cornbread? I'm talking to the peoples. I got to talk to the peoples. What's wrong with you, you big dummy? All right. Yeah, we're going to get home and
Sit down there and I'll spin you around.
no, you won't. You sit down there and I'll spin you around.
All right. Whee! Don't you flip me out of here.
You're too big. You won't even spin, Cornbread. You weigh too much. All right, guys, I'm going to get off here. God bless y'all. See y'all. We may remind everybody again, I'm trying to promote this auction. If you guys don't care, if you know people that likes the Playmobil or the LGB train stuff or the 187th diecast or the Herpas, the Weekings or the first gear diecast stuff, be sure to remind them of it for us if you don't care. I'm expecting to pick up several new customers, and we're going to treat them right, ain't we, guys? We're gonna treat them right.
See, it's always fun with me.
Somebody, I'll tell you this one thing, then I got to go. I had a guy on one of the Playmobil sites, John, that you was talking about. He said, well, one girl said, how we know you ain't going to sell our information to everybody?
Oh, we are.
And I was like, well, what fun would that be if I couldn't sell all your information to everybody? But I told her, I said, no, I'm just kidding. I never would do that to anybody. And she signed up. And then I had another guy said, well, what kind of references? It was like I was applying for a job. What kind of references can you give? And I was like, come watch the show. I said, my customers, they're my references. I ain't got no great big old companies that's going to send you a company letter saying Uncle Jed this or Uncle Jed that. But my best references are you guys. And I said, just watch your show for a few hours and you'll figure it out real quick. All right, guys. Good night. God bless y'all. Have a great night. Love y'all.